In actuality, there were some things I said in text that Super Yeti posted, but it's not nothing that Michael said I said. And all these screenshots of texts that were saved were when they're either abortion shaming me or bringing up shit that was like totally out of control. And when they say terrible shit like that to me, that's when I bring out the big guns. Okay,
Right.
that's when I
But
say
Chris, let me just say this.
yeah.
You understand that when you have the background and the past that you have, okay,
But
people
that's the
are
past
going to,
people gave me. That's not. It's all bullshit. That's just what they're perceiving me as to
well,
ruin my
okay, but
character. I
let's
mean,
go. I mean, but let's go to Lisa's, nudes. I understand that she, in a moment of weakness or drunkenness or whatever, exposed her tits on
what happens if a kid
Periscope.
was watching, Mock?
What?
What happens if a kid was watching at that time?
What if a kid? No, let's stick to this. Okay, so she
Yeah,
did that, and I
exactly.
get it was wrong. But then you go and you post it on Twitter. You know how I feel about this stuff because you have to admit, I have in the background, I have pleaded with you many times when you have done this shit and said, Chris, don't do this. This is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
And you don't listen
But
to
Mock,
me.
Lisa, listen, I don't like Lisa. She's to me, she's a fucking psycho weirdo, whatever. And she brings me up every fucking time she's on the beam, and I was just like, is this the video that she's talking about? And I posted it.
Well, and listen, I get
So
it. I've
stop
been on
bringing
the
me up.
receiving end of her lies. She
She's a
went on a
fucking
campaign
moron.
all over Periscope just before it ended and accused me of stealing her Italian stallion and was up in the beam
Yeah,
crying
what the
and
fuck
doing
is
all
that
this stuff.
about?
And I was like, what is this? What is she even talking
She's
about? I am not
weird.
interested in Gianni. I did not steal him. None of this stuff happened.
And you know how
And
Gianni
people
feels
were
about her?
believing
Do
her.
you know how he feels
Well,
about
I
her?
know. Well, that's where the irony starts here. I mean, I, if she's building some sort of, case against you, I think to myself, well,
You
that's
know who
kind
has
of
a
ironic
problem with
because
her? CC Simple.
I look at the Gianni side of it, and she definitely did him no favors, and so and I don't like it when people like that are they play
I
this
know,
little
it's
I'm
No, and
weird.
sweet
here
and blah
and
blah
Mock,
blah, protect
can
me.
we bring up the fact too that Gianni? I don't know this guy from anything. I know that he's friends with Flumsy, and that's, I mean, that
Yeah,
if
same.
Flumsy. But anyway, that guy's been silenced too. He tried to get up in a beam and tell his story,
Of
and got
of course.
removed. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
She made sure that the world hated Gianni. And the thing about Gianni is
He doesn't
he would
care.
get he would have a few drinks in the beam and he already gave, he was kind of mouthy, so people were like, I don't like
Right.
this
right,
guy. But Lisa made sure that the world fucking
Right.
hated
And that's what she's
Gianni.
been doing with
Why?
me.
Why? Because she's a 55-year-old woman who thought that she had some sort of chance with him and he rejected her and Lisa is now she's now the woman on the app that's being coddled. Everybody's putting a protective barrier around her to make sure Lisa doesn't get hurt. Meanwhile, it's okay for her to go around and say shit
Yeah, say
about
shit
me
about
and shit
me.
about Gianni. And Flumsy knows that story. He can come up here
She's a fucking troublemaker.
I
She's a
just wanted to
anytime.
ask.
troublemaker. So I posted a public video she did. She got to get over it.
Well,
That's
I
the
and
hurt
I'm
question.
telling
coming
you,
from though?
I disagree with that.
Yeah,
I don't think you
well,
should have
you
done
know,
that.
That's the
It's
question.
life
wrong.
is hard.
I mean, yeah, that does suck.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
that
have
is
done it, but whatever.
okay.
Where's the pain though in that? Is like, because I've heard about that actual um Periscope, I think it was. I've heard about that for a while, and every time it's brought up, it's they laugh about it. There's almost bragging about it. Everybody's talked about they've seen
hmm
it,
Now
and
they call the
oh, hee hee
cops.
hee, tee hee hee. But now that Chris reposted, oh my God, the
Call the
fucking
cops. Call the FBI. Call
yeah.
the
So that's
Well,
United
and I'll
fucking
tell you the thing with
Navy.
I'll tell you this really quick, and then I'm going to let
okay.
JoJo talk. The thing with Gianni was, it goes even deeper than that, and
Yeah,
I'm not even qualified to tell the story.
that was fucked
Flumsy is.
up.
He's welcome to call up and tell the story, but
Yes,
it was,
Flumpsy.
Gianni and Lisa were friends. Gianni cared about Lisa, and then she pulled a manipulative thing one night. He got very upset because it had to do with drinking and driving, and he blocked Lisa, and that's when she started her
Yeah.
shit. He blocked her. She got mad. This is no different. I'm sorry. This is no different than Cam, except
Or
CPS
me.
is
When
involved.
Gimp,
She
remember
got
Oh,
pissed
Gimpy
well,
that he
blocked,
a lot
blocked
of
or when
her.
people I
Gimpy blocked
blocked
me.
received a lot of harassment
He got
from.
pissed that she got pissed he blocked her, and she went all over the app, bad mouthing me, bad mouthing Gianni. I mean, she was on a fucking road trip, doing a town hall on every fucking Periscope. And she stole my Italian
She's fucking
stallion,
weird.
and crying, and everybody licked it up. They all loved it because, you know, people don't like me, and she's sweet Lisa, and
But
how could
she's
I
really
ever do that to
not.
her? And Gianni's the devil. It was
She's
ridiculous.
Well,
really not
that's
sweet
right,
Lisa.
because
Okay,
mean
can I
girl
have a
mock, right? And
okay?
then all the people that they have a vested interest in not liking mock, so they're all gonna talk shit